Alrighty. Welcome back to another week
of
Sometimes Crypto. The unscripted
Crypto podcast.
Hey-o. You copied me.
Yeah, because I was trying to catch a vibe. You got good rhythm there. So we
So-
got cameras pointing at you.
Well, for those listening, there may be visual in this episode out, or there may not be.
That is true.
Like, there's no guarantees right now. We got cameras rolling, though.
We're testing. We're
We're
see how
testing.
this works.
We'll see if it works or not. If it works, you'll see it. If it doesn't work, you won't see it. You'll listen to it.
Yeah,
I will let you know.
it'll be a funny episode if it doesn't go up with the video, because you'll be like, oh, they're obviously talking to the camera. To camera.
To camera. And it doesn't go up.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay.
No, hopefully it works.
50-50.
Fingers crossed.
Why you look at the camera to do that? You gotta acknowledge the cameras now?
Gotta acknowledge.
Okay.
Gotta acknowledge, I guess.
We're new to the cameras, guys. We're good with microphones, not cameras.
We got the gigglies today.
The giggles.
All right. So,
Alrighty.
it was a fun weekend.
It was a great Sunday.
Sunday. Was that Sunday?
Saturday? Saturday.
Sunday?
Saturday.
It was Saturday?
It was Saturday.
All right. We went to Lyceum, Miami.
Why are you looking at cross-sided, though?
I'm not looking at it cross.
Dude, you're like looking at just look at it like we went to the Lyceum this Saturday.
This Saturday, events hosted by the
Pomp.
man, the myth, the legend himself, Mike Pompliano. Pomp. You're right. It was a cool event, in my opinion. I liked it.
You fell asleep. What
Yeah,
you
but that
mean?
was- that
What you
was-
mean you like that?
that
I got
was-
you slipping. Like you
that
were
was-
like slumped.
That was because I was tired, dog.
You look slumped out, my dude.
Bro, if you only knew.
What?
The thing
What?
is, you caught me slipping. I didn't want to catch you slipping.
I didn't take a nap. My eyes were closed. I remember. I was listening. I do that at work. I close my eyes for a few and gather energy. I'm like Goku. No, not Goku. I'm like Naruto, gathering chakra in those moments to power up my chi dog. Yeah. My dude. But no, it was great.
It was a good event.
I loved how you sent it to me. And I was really like, I hope it sucks. And then I opened it and the speakers were great. And I was like, this does not suck at all.
We gotta go.
We mandatory gotta go.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, I was planning on using the weekend, that day specifically.
To do nothing.
Not to do nothing. Chores.
Okay, fair.
Chores.
That's nothing.
Yeah, kinda, but it's just boring.
Fair.
So then I was like, ah.
But then he sent it and I opened it and I'm like, oh, this doesn't suck.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the speakers that were there.
All right. The speakers that we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. First speaker.
Yeah, because we only saw the speakers. We left for the panel. We had stuff to do.
Yeah.
But now we would have stayed.
We could not stay the entire time.
But I think that, in my opinion, I really enjoyed the speakers. I was
Yeah.
greatly happy.
Yeah. The lineup was phenomenal.
Stop it. You didn't even know who half of them were.
No, but the half that I did know. The half that I did know.
How you did
I
know?
was like, damn, these people
We're
are...
10-10?
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. They started off with Kathy Woods.
They did start off with Kathy.
She had a lot of stuff to say about the markets and the way she started the company.
Yeah. Let's just say we didn't agree with her views on the markets.
Yeah, but...
She was very optimistic that we're going to go on the up and up at some point.
I mean, that is...
We're not going to up and up.
Just not anytime soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The way she made it...
Her time horizon was much shorter than we think.
Yeah. And the great news, the Fed today, Jerome Powell, announced that they're going to keep on raising rates and maybe longer than expected.
Higher than expected.
Higher than expected. It's longer too.
Probably.
They go hand in hand.
Probably.
He says the markets are taking it too well.
Yeah.
Well, that's essentially what they said.
Oh, so like...
Meaning we need more pain.
More pain.
We need less money to be able to get borrowed. While they're still dealing with...
Markets crashed today after that.
Oh, yeah, of course
I haven't looked at the markets. I'm just...
Why are you going to look at them?
I just know.
Well, I have Bitcoin. Oh, actually...
Bitcoin's down. I know that much.
I'm on the block.
Bitcoin's at 21.
Currently?
22.
I'll tell you right now, I'm on it.
It was getting close to 22 last time I checked.
22,209.
22,209?
Yep, we got ETH at 1562. We got SOL at 2027.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bitcoin should be down like a percentage.
No, it's up 0.70%.
Up? Bitcoin?
Yep, 0.70.
Really? That's new. That's
Like less than a percentage. So don't think it like $3 down and we're negative again. Like relax. It's not up by that much.
That's weird because when I was looking at it earlier today, it looked like it was down.
But they did have Kathy Woods. She was the first speaker.
Yeah, Ark Invest. I thought it was cool seeing her. Like I was like, oh, I've heard of her. I've seen her on TV.
I've seen her on TV. No, I already told you who.
I didn't know she started Ark Invest.
No.
Yeah, she was. That's like.
Yeah, it's her company.
That's her. I know that's her company. She's CEO, but like she founded it. She's a founder.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you thought she was like an added CEO?
Yeah,
like,
I thought she just had like hella experience and.
And then you're like, oh, you're gonna be the new CEO of the company,
and
then
they offered her the position, and she took it.
Gotcha. No, she founded it.
She founded it. That's cool. Yeah, it's just the only thing that it seemed like when she was talking was like she was trying to sell the fund. Like she was like talking about.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, marketing.
She's marketing her fund.
Yeah, to like the perfect target audience.
Essentially.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Or at least also promoting some of the products or services that they're like entangled with, using with, partnered with.
Yeah.
Is it the correct word? So that's also that. But I really enjoyed the second speaker more.
Yeah.
Chris Williams. From, what's the podcast name? The Modern Wisdom Podcast.
Modern Wisdom Podcast. He had I like the topic that Pomp chose to go down.
Well, it was on the podcast.
He did
an episode with this guy who studies in the field of psychology, but like I forgot, it was something specific, and they went down it. I'm trying to pull up one of the quotes that I wrote down that he said, not a quote, but something he said, which was, one of them was honestly kind of cool.
The guy that you're talking about was he's the guest was David Goggins, right?
Well, no, that's the episode he recommended to listen.
He did recommend that, but that's not the same person that.
No.
Okay.
Which that was also a really good episode.
Yeah.
Goggins only did two.
He said that, and
I said that.
No, like he said that you said it before he said it.
I did say it before he said it.
Which I thought was funny because I was like, oh well, William said it, and then he's saying it too. It's got to be a good one.
That's
so as soon as you said that, I went to his podcasting and like added it to my list, and then I went to you said that Goggins only did 2 interviews. Him and with Rogan, and I added Rogan's episode also.
Oh, the Rogan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Goggins on Rogan. One of the quotes he said, which I think you may remember, is "choose your regrets."
Yes.
Which I was like, what?
That's straight facts.
Because he goes, "You're
sorry."
Go.
But that reminds me of like this Instagram, Twitter page of this old man, not old man, an elderly man. Like, and he goes. He's like the be a man type of page where he's like, he says a bunch of different random things, and then at the end of it he says be a man, and it's funny because one of those things he's like, oh, don't let anyone ruin your day, ruin it yourself.
Oh, one of those memes, on Instagram type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, be a man, ruin your day yourself.
He's like, don't let anyone ruin your day, ruin it yourself.
Be a man.
Oh
yeah.
It reminds me of that, and it's like it's funny.
Yes, I think he meant it a little different.
Yeah, no, he
meant like choose your. Because what he was basically saying was you have to pick and choose. Like if you want to do this, you have to give up this. If you want to do that, you want to give up that. Mm-hmm. So it was just
everything in life has its like cost.
And you just have to choose which ones you want to give up, which regrets you want to have. Which was a good one. I have one more. The only 2 I really wrote.
He was taking notes the entire event, by the way.
Oh no, never mind. Who was taking notes the entire time?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I wrote 3. I wrote 3 things.
Yeah, but you as soon as the speakers started talking, you're like, boom, boom.
One of the cameras did a thing. Oh,
it closed.
Okay, one of the cameras has just turned off on us.
It's a no more video time for William.
Okay. Oh, and Julio's calling now.
All right, so quick pause. So
we're pausing because now we gotta do some technical difficulty checking.
Right. Okay.
The video might be unpaused somewhere in this.
Not only that.
We went from 2 cameras to 1 camera. Alex had one job. He didn't complete the job. He let the camera die somehow.
William, these were ideas that we just had at the spur of the moment.
No, they weren't. These are lies.
Look, I don't know why that camera didn't get any charge, if I'm being honest.
Okay, so one of the cameras died on us. So now we're on 1 camera. It maybe catches both of us. At least we think it does.
I turned it on and it said full charge.
It lied to you.
It did. I'm looking at you.
It lied to you.
All right, where are we at?
So we don't know. We left off talking about the Lyceum. We saw Kathy. We were talking about Chris. Mm-hmm. We said one of his quotes.
Mm-hmm. Choose your regrets.
Choose your regrets, because that's something I remember right now.
And
what?
Oh, and the whole thing of what he was going like what he was talking about with Pomp?
Oh, he was wearing like 10 things.
I think it was a book that he wrote.
No, it's a specific host. I mean, a specific guest he had on.
Oh, it was a specific guest that he had
That
on.
they did a very similar thing. They ran through some of the.
I see.
Like some of the.
It was definitely a good conversation. So, I think his podcast will definitely be worth checking out.
But do check out Modern Wisdom. He goes through like things that can better yourself, but not like stupid things. Like actual like either genetics or psychological things that are just there that you probably have in like assistance because he has smart people like
that.
I don't know. We could go through it. If you really want.
His podcast?
Listen to Goggins. Listen to that episode. Great episode.
That's okay. Third speaker, the one that you thought was gonna be.
Oh yeah, I thought the third speaker was gonna be Cody, but it wasn't Cody.
No.
But it was someone else that I didn't know I knew.
Yeah, presidential candidate.
A presidential freaking candidate, guys.
One of the three currently posted presidential candidates.
Correct, though. Which was on the PPD podcast.
He was?
Yes.
I searched up the PPD podcast and I couldn't find him. Like, I searched up his name, Vivek Ramaswamy, and I couldn't find it. At least nothing popped up. I'm gonna do it again, just double check. But yeah, presidential candidate. I think I might just vote for him because I saw him. First person.
What's his name?
Vivek.
I'll not spell that. You know that. Oh, right here.
You found it?
Yes, look.
That's wild.
Camera? Found it. Well, he was on the PPD podcast. Another great speaker. What?
I don't know why it's not showing.
Oh, I don't know. But great speaker. He was on the PPD podcast and he's a entrepreneur businessman.
Yeah.
Who was in biotech, who then has shifted from there.
Yeah, he didn't like a lot of things that were going on in his position as CEO and what like stakeholders wanted him to do for the
yeah, he's a big proponent of how we are indirectly investing into, for example, index funds and BlackRock and all these things and Vanguard, and they are buying they're buying the assets you want, which would be other companies that have their stocks available and holding it for you. So that's giving BlackRock a vote in which way the company will proceed. And that's why he's saying you have all these
governance belongs to them, not really you as because you are investing
correct
investing like the
dollar amount, like the initial. You're investing the money, but they're holding the asset.
Yeah.
So it makes them be the one responsible for the asset.
Yep.
But his whole thing is he doesn't like how companies are so political when they should just be what's X on all of them. Be like,
he said he's like, you gotta add value. Focus on adding value, and you're good. Exactly.
And he just specifically for the shareholders, like do the things for the shareholders, not for like politics.
Yeah, not for politics.
Not for politics. Don't do things for politics' sakes.
Nope.
Essentially.
And then we saw Cody
Sanchez. Contrarian thinker. Boring business owner.
What? Is that contrarian?
Well, her thing... What do you mean contrarian? Her thing is contrarian thinking. And her main thing is you should be buying boring businesses. That cash flow.
Absolutely. Sounds...
Like plumbing company and stuff like that. She's like, you should want that.
She owns a handful of businesses already.
50? 30?
Couple handfuls.
She owns a couple. And she's only expanding. Like, she's only getting bigger.
Yeah, but she said that what she likes doing most is the acquisitioning of the company.
Yeah, and then getting someone to run it.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Her thing is probably like, she said it though. She's like, I'm not the number 1 or 2. I'm the number 3. I'm like, give me the deals. We keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's just like, let's add more.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. She's like, I want to play this position because that's her position.
Cool concept. What she's doing.
Oh yeah, her thing is like same way people buy businesses, real estate, and having a portfolio.
Mm-hmm. Doing the same thing, just with more like smaller, boring businesses. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff.
I see. All right, you want to change topics?
Want to get into it?
Yeah.
All right, so we're done going over this Lyceum for now.
The meat and potatoes.
It was fun. You want to get to the meat and potatoes?
Yeah.
All right, boys and girls, we're going to be talking about our favorite people in the entire world.
I don't know about that, but
They're our favorite people, Alex. They're our favorite. Before we start that part, none of the thing here being said now is financial advice, legal advice, or any sort. All right? None of it. None of it. Being very clear on this.
I feel like you get the way better camera angle right now.
For what? I mean, you're still a little sideways, yo.
I got a little phone.
We didn't know it was gonna die. He's like, But none of it's financial advice or legal advice. Purely educational. Our thoughts on it and what's currently happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Continuing forward, we're gonna be talking about the
SEC.
SEC, Security Exchange Commission.
I thought it was the committee.
What?
I thought it was committee. Securities and Exchange Committee, not commission. But no, it is. It's commission.
I have it open here.
You're right. It's commission. It's commission.
It is commission.
I know.
All right. I know you're saying that. I'm just verifying because I'm on their website.
Yeah. I thought that was weird.
What was?
The commission. I was like, ugh. Like literally in my head, I was like, committee.
This guy.
Yeah. But what's up with this, with the SEC?
They cracking down.
They cracking down?
They
cracking down on cracking down on who?
On our podcast. On crypto. They're cracking down there. They cracked down on a couple people.
Like they cracked down on Kraken.
Kraken.
Ooh, poor Kraken. They got hit hard.
Kraken got no. It wasn't just Kraken.
No, it was more.
Yes.
I know right now in their
Kraken, Paxos.
Uh-huh.
And it's only been a rumor.
Been rumored.
It's been rumored, but also Lido Finance.
Lido.
That one is from the Coin Bureau. That's where I heard the Lido Finance one.
Mm-hmm.
So check out his video. He goes over that. But that's what they're currently going for. Which for Kraken, they were hit with an actual with a Wells notice.
With a what notice?
A Wells notice.
What's that?
So essentially, both Kraken and Paxos have been hit with Wells notice.
So
yeah,
Paxos. Write it down for me. I forgot what Paxos was.
Okay, so we're not doing Kraken. Got you. So Paxos is the provider of BUSD of Binance's stablecoin.
Okay.
They're the ones who hold the debt for it essentially, and they hold other
They're the ones who
and also list it,
kind of
who issue it exactly.
Yeah,
they're the ones who issue it.
It sounded familiar, but like so many.
So they were hit with a Wells notice as well to stop the sell.
Oh.
Well, they just said you gotta stop.
You can't stop issuing anymore.
Correct.
BUSD.
And what they don't know is if that's also towards issuing and then listing, because they just said you have your distributing asset that's unregistered security, essentially, which we don't know.
At least there's no like current acts in place or any like
what
there's no like laws regulating it right now.
What do you mean?
That say that it is like that, because BUSD is a stable coin.
A stable coin?
There's nothing that says explicitly that stable coins are what's it called?
Unregistered security?
Yeah, securities.
So since there is no exact definition of what would be considered a security for crypto, because they haven't done so, no. Not as of yet. There's like a little bit of guidelines, but nothing's concrete saying if it is or isn't. Which, if they were to do that, they would mandatory have to go after every other stable coin, every other unregistered security. Which, in this point in time, it's a lot on centralized exchanges, on everywhere. And then, yes, I feel like you had something to say.
It's a different issue that Kraken's facing.
So for technically no, because they're also saying they're selling unregistered securities.
Oh, okay.
However, they're saying that, but they're going after the staking side of it.
Yeah.
That they were providing.
So it's like two different actions with the same consequence.
Securities Commission is just unregistered securities. Okay. In this situation, they're all just selling unregistered securities.
I see. Yeah, but like Kraken is definitely for their staking.
Exactly, and then this is for the sale of BUSD, or the issuance of BUSD
stable coins.
But they're both being read under unregistered securities that are being sold.
I see.
Just different things. Which Kraken is for the staking portion, and they have to immediately stop the staking services, and they have to pay $30 million fine.
Yep.
But the thing is, if Kraken does do that,
pay the fine or stop the services?
Both. It's that's what they need to do to comply with the SEC. If they do that, they can never again file for staking or to register those securities.
To register those securities?
Yeah. So if they were to want to be able, like, come back like a year later and be like, oh, we want to add this back to our program, they can't.
Because then they already
issued that they were guilty of selling unregistered securities.
Oh, wow.
That also applies to Paxos.
So they're going to fight it.
So they both have 30 days to write back why they shouldn't be sued or why they shouldn't continue forward with
the SEC is going to continue.
And the SEC is going to go back at it.
I see. It's like what they're doing with Ripple.
Correct.
Interesting stuff.
So it really depends how this goes.
I didn't know that portion where if they pay it, which makes sense if you find yourself guilty. So that's like the SEC's plea deal with Kraken. Oh, pay the $30 million and you're good.
Yeah, you just keep on. You can keep on doing what you're doing, but you won't be able to sell staking or offer that.
So if Kraken does that, and the SEC goes for another centralized exchange like Coinbase, does Coinbase like have a case? Like, do they have to build their own case, or does like Kraken admitting guilt immediately puts Coinbase
it puts everyone
at fault, at
guilt?
But then I'm assuming the SEC at that point would have to do some type of.
So the minute if I believe so, if Kraken were to immediately pay that, it puts everyone else in a position of we are also going to be we're next, and it's just the SEC fighting through all of it.
Honestly, for Kraken's sake, I hope they're reaching out to all these other centralized exchanges and be like, "Yo, help us with this battle real quick." So I'm
assuming Coinbase has also said like they're like has spoken out against, and not Coinbase, but Armstrong has spoken out against what they're doing, because what I heard from Coin Bureau is they don't have to necessarily they don't have to pay up right now. They have 30 days to appeal it, whatever, to say why they shouldn't. But also was that the SEC didn't have to do what they're doing. So
the SEC what?
They didn't have to like stop them from doing what they're doing. They didn't have to crack down on them and tell them, oh, you're gonna get sued or whatever. You have to pay X.
So Kraken stopped its staking.
Yes.
Service.
Yeah, and Paxos has stopped issuance.
Just because the SEC said so.
Yes, immediately.
Okay.
Because if not, they can push forward harder. Because now you're going against our ruling.
A regulatory agency.
Correct, though. And both of them are, I think, in the U.S. Yeah, both of them are in the U.S.
I see. So I did a lot of research for this particular thing, specifically on cryptonews.com. They had so many articles, I just kept on reading one. And Armstrong said that he is willing to testify in court if the SEC continues to push on staking being unregulated.
Well, because he holds so much of it.
Well, yeah, of course, he has a very high vested interest in making sure that doesn't stop.
He has a high invested interest in all of it. Because if not, his company is not currently registered as an exchange. It just provides crypto services. So meaning, if the SEC does file saying that these things are securities and that they're unregistered securities, you either have to make your company an actual security exchange governed by them, or you just have to delist everything that's considered an unregistered security, which would be everything except Bitcoin. And currently Ethereum, because it's a proof of work mechanism still labeled. Even the second Ethereum withdrawals are opened, it makes it proof of stake.
And therefore would be
a security.
Interesting. Which,
update, Ethereum Shanghai upgrade did not happen in February. It's now set to happen, I have it here, March 14th. So that's when people... Yeah, that's for the how do you say Gorio testnet?
Gregorio.
Gorio testnet. That's when they had the scheduled testnet for. It apparently wasn't successful last time when they tried it. Smart ETH update.
Okay.
But essentially, the SEC didn't have to crack down on them. They could have first issued guidance and then a comply notice. Like you have 60 days to comply to new regulations, and then that would have given the chance for all these exchanges and whatever to get in line and be able to do that, which they didn't do so. They chose a much more strong arm.
The SEC.
The SEC
still chose a strong one.
Strong arm the exchanges. Whether right or wrong, not the argument I'm making.
All right, so there's something that we haven't really talked about too much on. Well, I don't think we've talked about it at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we can reserve this for another episode. But the reason why Armstrong says that he's willing to testify in court that staking is not is because of a precedent issued in 1946 based off of something that on a court known as the Howey test, where it's pretty much used to determine if a security is I keep on forgetting the word. It keeps on.
What word? You said security is?
No, like securities. Unregistered securities. If it is a security or not.
Okay.
And he says that staking does not meet any of those 4 criterias. Like one of them is like, oh, you're not changing something for something else. You're like, for let's say for example, if you're staking something, you're putting in some portion of one asset to and you still own it. You could choose to withdraw it at any point and you'll still get the same asset back. So you're not exchanging one good for another good. You're not really doing it for expectation of profits, because the idea is that the value of that, at least in USD terms, can be up or down. You just know for a fact that you'll be getting more of that same good.
Okay, so I pulled it up, the Howey test. It's an investment of money to a common enterprise with the expectation of profits and to be diverted from the efforts of others.
Yeah. So Armstrong says that it doesn't meet any of those. Like for the expectation of profits, he says that it's not a return on investment, but payment. The staking rewards is a payment for validation services.
So I don't think the issue that the SEC is saying that the staking itself is a part of the
unregistered
securities. It's more so the asset itself.
The asset itself?
Yeah, the token, the coin.
Well, Kraken had to do it for all of its all of its staking services.
What do you mean? Had to do what?
So Kraken paused its staking services.
Correct.
That's not just for Ethereum. That was for any other.
Yeah.
So the SEC is saying that all crypto is unregistered securities.
Yes.
I see. It's not staking.
It's not staking itself.
This is definitely gonna go to court.
No, they were what? No. What what happened with Kraken was they said you are staking is part of it, and it's because the assets themselves are unregistered securities that then you're using to earn a yield or whatever.
I see. Do you think they got a case?
Who?
SEC.
By current laws, technically. But
what's gonna happen?
By current laws, they do have a case, right? But it's like, should they be the ones who do it? That's the entire thing they're saying. Is this a securities problem, or is it, what was it, the commission? That was another one.
They know what you're talking about. CFTC,
yes. Commodities exchange, commodities, futures, and what?
Trading exchange.
Them.
Commission.
Yes, them. Because that's what Bitcoin's under. Because they look at Bitcoin as a commodity.
Yeah.
Since there is no one truly behind it that you can go towards, there is no expectation of profits and not one person can move the needle up or down.
Yeah. I see. So essentially, like the main argument against this movement, the SEC's push, is that it's out of their jurisdiction.
Well, not theirs, but that's what you want. As a crypto enthusiast and lover, you want them not to be the ones in charge of it.
I didn't know about these places. These entities are new to me. New to me.
Yeah.
Never heard of them. I guess they're important. No, I'm kidding. They're not super new. They're just.
But that's
unthought of most of the time.
But that's what they've been doing. They've been going after a good amount of exchanges and stuff. Which they're saying the main reason the SEC really started to crack down on everyone on crypto was because of FTX.
Oh yeah, because of like all the and a bunch of like companies going bankrupt last.
So what makes sense? So the reason that was said was because it was the first time that a bank that is protected by the United States laws and regulations was affected, which was Silvergate.
Silvergate was affected by FTX.
Yeah, because Silvergate was the one who was banking FTX. And when FTX went down, Silvergate had an $8 billion run on the bank. Oof. That they barely survived.
$8 billion?
Yes.
Oh, because they were affected like one for one for what? FTX.
Well, no, people withdraw funds from them.
Oh,
apart from the funds. And then they're saying that's part of the reason why the SEC got involved was because there was a run on the bank on a U.S. protected bank, and they're like, we can't have this from happening to more banks.
That's crazy.
Which, for those who don't know, the commissioner of the SEC is Gary Gensler.
Gary Gensler.
He's not a huge fan. He made a video on crypto though that I found very.
Gary Gensler?
Yes. They were talking about staking and how they're unregistered securities, this and that. But the one thing he did say, which is very true, is not your keys, not your coins.
Yeah.
He did say that, and I was like, you're right.
Facts.
I'm like, that's a lesson everyone needs to learn.
Learn it the easy way. Let's start off from the beginning.
And then don't change it.
And yeah.
And if you do change it,
yeah, don't give up. Don't give up.
Don't give it all.
Don't give up your coins.
But yeah, which now they're looking at how this can affect DeFi and everything else.
Is that what happened with Lido?
So Lido Finance it would be the first DeFi, but that one's not confirmed. It's all speculation.
Yeah, because Lido's a staking pool.
Yeah. So as of right now, Lido is not 100% confirmed that the SEC has come after them, but there was rumors of it.
Really?
Correct, though.
That's weird because from what I saw was that their governance token increased by like about 11% after the SEC said something about Kraken.
So this is from March 4th, and this was updated March 6th. It's on CoinDesk. Lido's LDO token sinks 10%, following rumors crypto staking services received SEC notice. So yeah, they're just saying it was rumors saying that they received it, but nothing else. Lido has said that it hasn't received anything. They said they're not making a comment on it.
I see. What day was that again?
March 4th. And it was updated March 6th. That's when it was.
March 4th was when.
When what?
Well, oh, the article was written.
The article was written. Yeah.
Oh.
It was published March 4th.
Let's see. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Lido, I guess. I just don't know how the SEC would go against decentralized
so
staking pools.
They're decentralized, but to a degree, because there's still a domain publicly owned in wherever.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll go after that.
True, I see.
They'll go after the company they can go after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because some company does own that domain and hosts
the services there.
That is true.
Exactly.
Wait till decentralized internet takes off.
Yeah, that would be the one of the only things, which I guess could also make sense. But even if you have decentralized internet, they could still crack down on it. Well,
Not really.
because you wouldn't know where it would be coming from.
Yeah, there'll be different servers. So like different servers located around the world, decentralized using some type of blockchain technology, and then now one specific server will be hosting the entire website. So you can't attack like this. You can't bring down the like for most of our websites right now. You could go to AWS, Amazon. Like, yo, we need to shut down this server.
Yeah, you can just shut down
If
the
you get
server.
court ordered mandate, like Amazon will likely shut.
You
down.
won't be able to do it on a decentralized that's
Yeah.
spread out between multiple.
Uh-huh,
You'll just have a slower service at that point in time.
You would need you would have slower service for sure.
So I guess the attack there is if you can take out more than one of your servers to slow it down.
Well, yeah, or if you just pay more to keep your servers up. It depends. At that point, it just becomes governance.
Yeah.
If the network wants that website down, then that website will be down. But that depends on what the network wants.
Yeah. Someone had to pay to be able to shut it down.
Yeah.
Afford to.
Yeah. People as a whole would be like, oh, whoever's using that network would be like, oh, we don't want this on our network. Bring it down. But at that point, it's not a centralized agency. It's a distributed.
But it's not though. If it's in terms of who's
depends on the token distribution.
It depends how it's going to be distributed.
Yeah, of course. There's a governance thing.
I think it should be equal vote per person, like per wallet attached to whoever uses the server, and not a token itself, because that can be. You can buy that out. A whale could buy it.
Yeah. So I think one of the like examples would be time staked. Like the longer your token is staked, the more pool you have.
Mm-hmm.
Or also how much you have staked, but that's the whale thing.
A few ways to do it.
Yeah, there's different ways. But SEC is strictly cracking down due to what's it called? Unregistered securities being in the mix.
Which is all of crypto.
Yeah.
Except Bitcoin.
Except for Bitcoin. Yeah, that's part of the CFTC.
Correct.
How about
I
was wondering if you want to go over the crackdown for the environmental impact of crypto.
ESG?
ESG, EPA.
What about them?
So the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, I think, is like pushing for crypto regulation on its environmental impact. Elizabeth Warren's also pushing for that. Senator
Of course she is.
Edward Markey, Jared Huffman, and a couple other, like a handful of different actors are actually quite interested in pushing for regulation based off of cryptocurrency mining and environmental impact.
Okay.
So
what do they want?
Essentially, they want mining regulations for companies that use over 5 megawatts of electrical power, which if you're a mining company, you're likely you'd be using
More than
that. And the EPA says that pollution data can be collected for companies that have emissions of more than 25,000 tons of CO2. So what these government officials want is more transparency on specific companies and their their data on their emissions and electrical uses. They want the transparency so that they want to attack transparency so that they could then regulate it more based off of whatever information they're collecting.
So they just want to know how much they're spending.
They want to know, where the energy is coming from, how much is being spent, what their profits are like. Like they just want all that type of stuff. The common narrative right now is that crypto mining is super bad for the environment. The example that's usually thrown out there is Bitcoin having a higher percentage of of electrical usage than a lot of countries. So it's like,
which countries are comparing it to though?
like Denmark,
That's small though.
Switzerland, Colombia, like
That makes sense.
yeah. I think I saw something where it was like ranked 40th, which is at that point it's a lot of countries that's beating, but still, the thing is, so there's this what's it called, committee, the Bitcoin mining, oh, not committee, council,
Mm-hmm.
the Bitcoin mining council, that's just like a group of people who are miners, and they just come together and share information amongst each other about like where they're getting their energy. They pretty much do what the government officials want these entities to do, but with themselves, not publicly,
Not giving to the government.
not mandated.
Yeah.
They're doing it freely and willingly. They say that as of right now, as of when this came out, which was last year. There goes the other camera.
Yeah, the camera just died.
I don't think this cameras keep up.
Can you go check to see if it's dead?
All right.
Don't pause it. Don't pause
pause
this.
it, don't
No,
pause
we don't need to pause it.
No more pause.
No more pause it. I just want to know this camera's dead now. There's no way it's dead. You said it was fully charged when we started. When we started the second time. Is it really dead? It's dead? Yeah. Oh, okay. I have a question. Can you charge the camera while it's connected? Like, what? So we're gonna have to do that.
We're gonna have to get some big ass cables.
That's light work. What type of charger does it use?
Regular.
Okay, good.
I don't know what the names. There's so many charging ports nowadays.
It's either C or it's USB B.
That's it. Those are the two.
USB A. But we don't use that one.
No. Why not?
The A? The A is a big one.
Oh, like the double,
Like that.
it's probably USB B then.
Probably.
Can you identify if you look at it?
We're looking at the camera.
Alright, so maybe no.
No, we'll have visual until it cuts out.
No,
I really do say that. And we could just put like
it's over here. This side.
this side?
Where your left hand is. Oh, no. If you're more to your right side, right there. Yeah.
This thing?
Yeah, the middle one. You see, there's three things. Yeah, got it. He got it.
B.
B.
Yeah, we'll just
One was a particle.
get more of those. So we tried and everything died on us apparently. Ain't that something?
Maybe no video until it cuts out. We'll see how this goes.
We don't know yet. We'll decide at a later time.
I got it.
Alex has to figure it out.
I gotta see if I could edit it.
Dude, I'm so shook they died. They died in how long have we been recording?
We have been recording for 50 minutes.
So this one died in less than that.
Yeah.
So this one probably wasn't fully charged.
I don't think I was fully charged.
So this one barely was alive for 50 minutes?
But I think we were also walking around with that thing on.
Walking around with what on?
Oh no, we had this recording where we had the recording going also.
No, you paused it for a moment for when we fixed it.
For when I fixed it. Yeah, but that was like not even 5 minutes.
Oh, I don't know that.
That was like 5 minutes at most. I mean before because I do remember we had the camera rolling.
Yeah.
And the audio running, but we were just like walking around.
Oh yeah, but that was probably not like 3 minutes.
No.
Okay, and so it has an hour of charge.
Yeah.
We're sorry for the deviation of convo.
Yeah.
Camera just died on us.
So
Like we weren't expecting.
we were so close.
Like we weren't expecting that to happen.
We were so close. All right. Either way, yeah. So, of the total Bitcoin network, about 59.4% of it comes from sustainable energy. And of the total global energy consumption, Bitcoin network only makes up 0.16% of it.
0.16.
Yeah. So only half of that, or less than half of that 0.16%, is from non-renewable resources or unsustainable sources.
Okay.
But then the other half well, that other 59.4%, 60% pretty much, it's mined sustainably. So like I don't know what the EPA or these people want exactly. Well, actually, I did see somewhere saying that Senator Edward Markey and Representative Jared Huffman wanted to reintroduce the Crypto Asset Environmental Transparency Act, which I think is what we were talking about.
I think people just want to put regulations on a new industry because they're scared of what it can do when if it's unregulated, which I guess it's a fair enough fear.
Yeah, of course.
Especially when
assuming they're working in actual like good intentions,
which we can't assume that.
Yeah,
highly unlikely.
I just don't think that's a safe thing to assume.
Okay, the only reason I say it's unsafe is because you have too many people of one generation that are making these decisions.
What do you mean unsafe? The market?
What?
You said unsafe.
The people making these decisions. Like I don't feel safe.
For the regulations.
Yeah, I don't feel like they're making
the proper decisions
because
they're like out of the loop.
Very much so.
Like they can be educated as much as possible, but they have so many years of this old
style of thinking.
Yeah, I think innovations is outpacing us so fast now.
Yeah,
that like
it happens in any industry. You can get someone who did contracts for sports or whatever in the 80s and 70s. They can't negotiate a deal today.
No.
It's too different. The deals that you have in sports today are completely different. You can't get someone from this day and age to negotiate a deal in that day and age.
It's completely different.
It's completely different. I think we're missing we have a disconnect there with the people in power who are making decisions and decisions that should be being made.
Yeah. I mean, there's anyone I know I talk my ass out a lot to about crypto is my dad. And even then I'd say something and he's like, what? And I'm like, bro, how do you not know this yet? Like we talk about this all the time and you still don't get it. I can only imagine these other people, these government officials who have 500,000 other things on their plate. Like,
I mean, listen, Schultz said this. What the shit? Schultz said this. Would you want their job? Someone has to do their job. Do you want that job?
I don't know.
Exactly. Someone has to do those jobs.
I would prefer me having that job than them.
Would you though?
Yes. I think I could do. Reason being is I think I could do better.
Really though? You want all that stress of 1,000 different problems coming at you every day, and you have to solve them.
Whether I want it or not, I don't know.
That's not the question. Do you want to deal with that?
Here's the thing. Sometimes I don't think it's a question of whether I want to or not want to.
It's whether you have to or not.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. But that's kind of the whole thing.
Like I get where he's coming from. He's like, do I want it? Maybe I don't want it.
This combo is also had for the presidency. Like, do you want to be the president?
Oh, presidency.
I also do think it was for that. So maybe that's why you jumped on it. But I think his thing was like, do you want to be the president?
Yeah,
do you want to make those decisions?
The thing with the presidency is like, I definitely don't think I could do that job.
I don't think I want to do that job.
I don't think I could do that job. Not right now.
We just got off on so many tangents after his camera died. We were doing so good. This shit just hit the fan.
Yeah, not that bad. Yeah. So, SEC's coming for staking.
SEC's coming for anything as unregistered securities, which right now it's all of crypto. We'll see what's going to happen.
EPA's coming for mining.
EPA's coming for mining. Everyone's coming for somebody. Everybody wants some blood.
Crypto's got everyone coming for it.
Crypto's still down. Market's still down. Fed is going up in rates still. That cooling we saw 1 quarter might go to 75 again or 50. Who knows?
Time to start DCAing.
Oh, what the?
Dollar cost averaging.
Dollar cost averaging. I see what you're saying. I wouldn't buy. I'm still not buying. I'm buying when the market crashes for real.
Not financial advice.
It's not financial advice. Don't do that.
We already said that, but just
in case.
Just to reiterate. I don't know, man.
Do you ever think our listeners are confused on what we talk about?
Probably all the time.
Do you ever think they're like, what? They don't know how to have a stable conversation.
Probably all the time. I don't know. We'll see.
Fair enough.
We'll see. We'll just keep on. We'll just keep it going. Gotta be quick with it. What's up?
Intermission.
Intermission.
Yes, we'll be at the Bend next Monday, like always. Crypto happy hour, St. Patty's Day, green drinks, maybe not. We'll bring food coloring. Who knows? We got
food coloring.
But it's another crypto happy hour networking event.
Yep.
Show up if you wanna.
Yeah.
Ideally,
we had some people show up last time.
They didn't last long, but they showed up.
Yeah. I'm glad they did.
So am I.
You said intermission. I was like, this
intermission. That's an intermission. Like and subscribe to YouTube and podcasts on Spotify everywhere. I've been telling Axe to get on Apple Podcasts for like 3 years. He still hasn't done that.
Why?
I don't know. You tell me why.
That's a good question.
You see?
I gotta check that.
I say on air so he can remember, because he's never really listened to this, and he's gonna be re-remembered.
As soon as I hear it, I'm go. Oh, get on that.
Let's get on that. Then after he can cut it, but until then, damn, we ended with no video. Sorry to those.
Bro. 50 minutes of video. We got 50 minutes of video. That's what we got.
That's funny. It's gonna be less.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be way less. This is actually a pretty short episode.
We have a lot of cutting to do.
We got a lot of cutting to do
for this one.
Yeah.
Next one we'll do better.
Yep. Hopefully next time we get full video.
Maybe. Call it a day?
I think so.
The energy, it got...
bro.
We were doing good. We were ready, and then, damn. That means for next episode, we got to bring long cables. Keep them connected. This doesn't happen twice.
No.
Never.
That's why I said to do this. So we can see what goes wrong. Because I knew something was going to go wrong.
Something always goes wrong with us. If anything went right the first time with us, it's
going to be a miracle.
No, I would be scared. Because that means something worse is going to happen down the road. I'll be worried. Whenever you see too many successes with us, you got to be like, oh, there's a big one coming. There's a big boo coming some point.
No, William. This is not... What it is, we take the brunt of the forces.
I don't want to take nothing. No forces, no brunting. What do you mean taking?
William. That's how you add value.
By taking brunts and forces?
Yes, you take the hits, and then you fix it later.
I don't know what type of hits we talking about now.
Bro, the hiccups.
Oh, got you.
All right. Well, thank you for
tuning into this interesting one.
Wild episode.
What are we gonna name this episode? This is just messier than the last messy one we had.
Was it?
So should we name it like video maybe?
Video? No, I'm gonna put like a SEC crackdown, SEC and EPA crackdown. Video? Question mark? Dot video? Question mark?
SEC crackdown.
Lyceum, Miami.
What? Why are you putting so many things in the title?
SEC. I don't know. We'll see what.
We'll figure it out. There'll be a title.
There will be. That's for sure. That's a given.
That's a given. Well, boys and girls,
thank you for tuning in.
It's been another week of your favorite crypto podcast.
Sometimes crypto.
The Unscripted
Crypto Podcast.
Heyo.